Welcome back, everybody, to AI War Fleet Command. Just a quick reminder, if you have not watched much of the series, recommend the list of playlists below in the description so you can get sort of caught up on what we have learned about the game so far. Everyone builds on the one before. So we are here in Neptune for the long-awaited beachhead. And I've done a little bit of trial with this to decide what I want to do, decide what works and what doesn't, sort of firm that up. And this is going to be a real interesting fight, and it will not be over quickly, and I'm not sure exactly which way it's going to go. But they're, of course, deploying their strategic reserve. They haven't built up a huge amount of it, I hope, but some. We have our next exo wave just starting to spool up. The next hybrid is floating around somewhere, but hasn't decided on where it's going to build yet. So, and then, of course, this is your normal raid engine wave whenever we come in here. So I need to grab my mobile builder here first of all, and that's why I've moved this scout all the way over there. The idea is that I'm going to build over here, and this will provide counter sniper coverage. I've got another one with the main group, so that I don't start building a bunch of stuff and it just gets knocked out. So I took the time to get that in place. And first thing I want to do is build some shields for coverage. Now I did max out my metal before I came in here. Reason being, we're going to need every bit of help we can get. So we've got those going up, and then the next thing I want to do is get 30 engineers in place. And then I'm actually going to, well, I won't do it quite yet, but I'm going to do prefer non-military here with the engineers. That way they'll focus on building structures like this before they work on repairing other ships, and that's going to be important. So let's just get this going. And the engineers are going to build slowly. And I'm trying to run away here for a bit, but I'm only going to be able to do that for so long. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop right here, and let's just hold there. Now the mobile builder will continue on that way, and I want to make sure I keep this scout here around. There we go. That's all in place. Now, I want this one to keep that 30. I also want to keep 10 remains rebuilders. And now we can start with some other things. Now, you see the mobile builder just slowly moving back out this way. First of all, let's throw up a couple of these. And I want to throw out one of these, and I kind of want to have a little trail here. Something like that. And then with this one, these are, of course, the counter sniper turrets. So this one I'm going to build another trio of shields right there. And then for turrets, I'm going to have the lightning and the flak right underneath this. And then I want some grav turrets as well. Nice big group of them. We'll throw one more here, one more here. One of these on top of there. And then I also, back here, how far, I need to get the range right here. It's going to be about out to there. Okay, these will cover. I want to build up all of my Mark III and Mark II heavy beam cannons. And I can't afford everything. Like, there isn't enough metal to build everything. And then I want to build the spiders. Max out on the spiders. Okay, so what am I doing here? Well, the idea is, one, slow them down. We got this cluster here to slow them down with the grav turrets, the shields, and then, you know, the two types of short-range turrets that work fine underneath shields. Well, not fine, but at 3/4. Then, you know, the spiders will knock out the engines on some of them and hold them in place. And then we've got all of the heavy beam cannons to do the killing work. Now, while this builds, I want to position my main fleet just in front of it. And the idea is that the engineers and the rebuilders can move back and forth between this without getting totally wiped out constantly by those snipers. And we need to hold the line right here. I've turned off the auto-kiting, and we're going to lose some ships. But we've got to hold this off until this gets built. You can see, like, stuff starting to cycle up here. And there's a fun little ship floating around. We've already lost a couple things here. And why do I not have... Okay, weird. Did I lose the mobile builder? I think it got killed. I think it got killed, and then I now don't have other stuff coming in. Okay, I wasn't planning on that. So I definitely need to get another one of those in here. Alright, so now I flew in another mobile builder in the transport. Hopefully it'll stick around. I've got my remains rebuilders coming back up. And we've got, you know, they've been trickling in shadow frigates. I think this is the big group now starting to show up. The one that chased us off last time. And so now it's about to get real. Now I thought about moving my fleet out of here, and that might have actually been a better idea. It all depends on whether I think I can hold this off, and I think I might be able to. You can have them hang out behind this. Yeah, and they're doing a number on this here, but we're tearing holes in them as well. And here comes all the riot controls. And how many of them do they have at the moment? Of course, they're going to be dying gradually. Over 100 snipers. Good thing for those counter-sniper turrets. 75. I've noticed that seems to be a number they like. They like 75 riot controls. I've noticed that in multiple games. You see this cluster here, though, is trying to hold out. And I'm wondering about my engineers are working on... Yeah, these are getting hit, and they're working on rebuilding those. Let's see where we are energy or metal. See, we're down, but we're not totally out. And this attack group is kind of going away here. So this is all working out quite well. And we do have a reprisal coming to Radislava, 200 ships. I don't see any reason why we can't handle that there. We're not out of metal yet. Okay, here comes some more ships in some carriers. So they're not done yet. Their special forces have not yet said what they need to say. I'm thinking, like, it's touchy for me. Like, do I dare do it or do I not? But I think I'm going to try and add another turret group. So let's put up some... Oh, I'm missing a spider. Oh, because of that one. Yeah, it'll scrap that and everything. Okay, so let's see. Let's put up sniper turrets. Not sure if I can afford them, but let's give it a shot. Yep. Okay, cap got hit. It was scrapped. So there's almost 2,000 ships in here now. Some more in the carrier. But we are eliminating them pretty well here. And there's our snipers up. Yeah, and our metal's now low, so I don't want to go any further than that. And I didn't realize our engineers would have enough range. But they've actually got the range to stay here and work on repairing this stuff, which is great. Look at all those snipers. How many do they have now? 236 snipers. Doing, I might add, essentially nothing. And eventually we need to tear through all those Zenith reprocessors. We've got another level 2 reprisal that's going to come. But at least we're breaking it up, and now those are starting to go. And how much do I have in my original group? Like half of my champion support ships survived the battle. I've got all my transports still alive. And now I think what I want to, like, they're going to gradually try to wear through these ships, the longer range turrets, I'm assuming. And I don't think, like, the steady trickle here may never end. But theoretically, we're through the worst of it. And look at their their snipers are going down. Like, they're down to 150 of them now. This is ramping up, but we're going to get through this, I believe. It's just going to take time. So I think I just want to hang out here and let my turrets do their job until we get the metal back and clear out more of this mess. Okay, so I feel like we have this now under control. Metal is starting to climb back up, and I want to start roaming around here with my fleet and knocking out more of these. Now, I could use the turrets to do it, but I think they're going to have a hard time being able to actually get that done, because they're going to be constantly shooting at the ships trickling. No, why are you doing that? Okay. Rid of that needler. There's 2 more down. Now let's go ahead and let's knock out that special forces. That needler. Yeah, we're going to get shot at a bit by the fortress. Let's get out of range now. Work our way around, and let me just hold on a second. Where are we at? Yeah, I want to move over this way a little bit and then head for that laser. Then all that's going to be left is this arachnid, which I'll want to unload the fleet ships for. And I think I honestly just want to have the long-range turrets gradually pick apart this central deal. I don't think I want to even mess with that at all. Let's do some unloading here. And you can see, like, they don't have much left in here. I'm quite confident that we've hit... Oh, they're shooting at something over here. Oh, we've got some of our starships with this. Maybe the decoy drones are accepting them? Whichever, just kill it. And now we're going to start wearing it down. And there it goes, and now we'll go get back in the transports. And here comes in another raid group. That's always going to happen, but I think we're basically done. What I want to do now is just get out of here with what I can, because eventually I'm going to want to take this down, and they're still going to keep producing more ships. But we've gotten rid of all their special forces in here, but they're not going to be producing a bunch of stuff, and this will be clear of... Well, it won't be clear of ships. It'll be clear of fortifications whenever we want to come through here. So next up is Rhea. I have done a bit of a threat cleaning. We've gotten rid of all the reprisals. We've gotten rid of our beachhead in Neptune. So that whole chapter is behind us. So why Rhea? Well, of course, this is the next one that we need to get. It's the only other system I want to take before doing the super terminal hack. And we'll, of course, need to do the same deal in Deimos that we did in Neptune, with the added difficulty, of course, that these are the modular fortress command stations. But this one is actually not that difficult of one. It has all paralyzer modules, which are not as bad as some other things could be. It's going to seize up a lot of our ships, but again, could be worse. So, of course, in here we have the lovely planetary armor inhibitor. We're going to take extra damage, and then they've got some stuff gathered. So at first, I just kind of want to very slowly get away, and I have to do it slowly because, yeah, the scouts outrun the rest of the ships, even doing group move. And I think that's the effect of the gravity drill, because it doesn't account for the fact that I think they're immune to it while other stuff isn't. And here we go. We've got some more threat in here, which is just fine. Let's get rid of it. Now, thankfully, there isn't a lot of actual static defenses in this system. Okay, here comes a bunch more stuff streaming through. Wow, a lot more streaming through. Okay. So we're just going to hang out here and shoot all this. Not even going to move. Good heavens. Yeah, that's a lot. And they're headed through to somewhere else. They don't care about us. The Zenith reprocessors might. But still, there's more. Alright. So, right nearby in Pretoria, I'm building more ships. Now, if we look at, like, the new Exo Wave is going to be well over an hour before that comes. And I didn't expect to quite get down this far, but it is what it is. It comes more. So we're just going to very slowly move around. Now we've got a cloaker here. We've got a missile guard post here by the Spire Archive, and there's special forces by the AI Fortress. That's it. And this is a Mark II system. But I can tell you, I cannot wait to get that gravity drill and planetary inhibitor, armor inhibitor, on our side. And now we just got to gradually work our way towards this missile guard post. Inch by inch by inch. How far does that range out? Yeah, about to us. Okay, let's not go that way. There we go. There's that one. So now, I just need to send all my bomber-type stuff after the fortress. Well, there's nothing else for it here. It's time to find out if we have the strength to survive a frontal assault on this modular fortress command station. A normal one, I'm pretty sure we could do. One in a system with a gravity drill and an armor inhibitor. That's a horse of a different color. So let's see how this goes. Why have we stopped? Keep going. Yeah, I don't really care what all you are doing. Why are you... get in there. Why do we have ships floating around? Oh, because they're... Well, that was quick. I was hardly even paying attention. So obviously, I have sort of built these things... Oh, that was a weaker one, but built these things into a little bit more than they are. We only lost about 80 ships. Clearly, we're much more powerful than the last time I tried. Let's all float away and get set up in here then. Alright, so we are back in business here. Rhea is up and running. Of course, everything still moves really slow. Got a force field over here. I don't think they'll ever destroy this, but just so they don't shoot at it on their way through. They were doing that quite a bit. And that is also, they'll have fun coming in through the Chiron. A couple of them up over the gravity drill in case they try to go after that. And then our usual setup down here. Force field over here as well. Spire Archive is whirling away. And our next step is to neuter Deimos. And I thought about just not doing it. But we are going to need to come in here. It is a core world. Having a core world active right next to mine, no matter how much of a pain in the butt it's going to be to keep shuffling troops through this very slow world. Could always get rid of the gravity drill, but it's worth the resources. So it's just going to take some time, but that is going to be my next objective. We have pretty much 1 hour until this hits, and I think we're going to have another CPA between now and then. And then we're also going to need, and then we're going to prepare for all of that, fight that off. And then after this next set of attacks that they'll send at us, my goal is to do the super terminal hack if I can get this done in a reasonable time frame. So, we'll see how all of those fun projects go when next I return. Till then, thanks for watching. More AI War Fleet Command coming up.